Yes, yes. What's up, Wagwan? Shalom ben shalom. Salam alaikum. Anyway, so I just looked at the press conference for Gay J vs Usyk. It was a bit dry. To be honest, it was a bit dry. It wasn't that exciting. But there's a few things you got to recognize. All right. Anyway, the first thing is Usyk. Come up wearing Cossack. Traditional outfit, which is pretty based, man. Although, I don't know, he's got this weird haircut. It looks like he's got a slug that crawled on his head. He's got this like a huge brown slug that's walked on his head, and also he's like quite light haired, quite blonde. I don't know why the slug is brown, but I mean black. But yeah. So Usyk's weight as well is worth mentioning. I think he's probably about 5 pounds bigger than the last time, 225 or something like that. Although, when they line up, man, you can't help but notice how much bigger a Gay J is. Yeah. But it's not all about size. Now, obviously, in the first fight, he got hiding. The Ruiz gave him a hiding. It's not just about size, but Joshua has made a career out of being a big bodybuilder, yeah, and hitting hard, Don't get me wrong, man. Don't get me wrong. But and that gives him a chance. Any possibility he could, as I said before in my videos, he cut up Usyk and actually damages his face quite a lot, even though he didn't land many shots. So it's not impossible. But I mean, Usyk he looks so focused, man. He looks psychotic, like a psychopath. And psychopaths are not always wrong uns. Well, they are, but what I mean is, if you channel the psychopath energy instead of murderizing women, you channel it into boxing. Say, you channel it, a lot of CEOs, for example, are psychopaths. But he's got that look in his eye, man. And it's very different from Gay J's look in his eye. Gay J seems slightly disinterested, right? He seems unfocused. Yeah, he's got this hair. His hair doesn't look like it's been trimmed for a bit. I mean, I'm not even joking. I think he might think, oh, I'll tell you what, I'll grow my afro a bit so it looks like I'm an inch bigger to try and intimidate Usyk. And like I said, there's a big size difference. But, come on, I don't think Usyk is going to be worried about Joshua's afro. Yeah. So, what else could we learn from the press conference? What was weird? So Gay J's brought a bunch of his side men, his thugs, and they're sitting there shouting in the background, whoop, 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 tree time, oh, 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 like dogs and that. I mean, you can tell, I'm sure the Saudis are horrified by this kind of behavior, They like everything a bit more low-key, They didn't want to think a bunch of thugs would come in and start yelling. And it's very unconvincing. And Gay J does not really rise to it. He talks about his sparring partners. Oh, yeah, thank you for them. There's no confidence in his voice. There's no kind of, I will definitely beat this guy, yeah. It makes me think, what? I think he's going down. If it's a narrative too, so if you're a conspiracy theorist, and I use that term in inverted commas, like, you might think, like, what was the global narrative? Ukraine win, and he'd be wearing the colors of freedom, all right? And this is an obvious secret society event. Now, the reason I know that, to make it clear, so when it was working out, Gay J and Usyk, right? There's a clock in the background, right? And it doesn't change. It does not change. By the way, my boy Attack Slavery Boxing pointed this out, man, and I say thank you. Well spotted. And it says 15:33 throughout the entire workout. What does that mean? Well, if you know anything about secret sites, 33 is a very important number. It's like the top level. You can go as a Mason. Yeah? And why would the clock be stuck on 333 throughout the entire workout? Huh? And that's very interesting. That's very interesting. And you know what it says? It's like all these things are signs. They're like saying, the signs will be their downfall. They are saying this is a Mason event. We will call what happens. Yeah? We will benefit from this. Right? Eddie Hearn, and Barry Hearn are very high level Masons. And there's loads of pictures of them together wearing doing the hidden hand stuff. Gay J does it as well. Gay J, right, was inducted into Masonry when he went to New York and fought Ruiz the first time. He got a beat down. That's a humiliation ritual, some would say. And he had the bruise on the eye, which is, you look at all these pop stars and entertainment people, and they all go through that thing. They have a bruise on the eye, they flash 666. Anyway, so back to the press conference. Like I said, Gay J looks very distracted and unfocused. At the end, I mean, Usyk, obviously, his eyes are, you can see the concentration. Yeah. He has trained hard. This is very important to him. But at the end of the press conference, he does some dancing, man, doing some Ukrainian dancing and stuff. Gay J just doesn't. It looks like he doesn't want to be there, man. And Robert Garcia, Gay J's new trainer, right now, you got to imagine this is their first camp together, more than anything else. And he gets interviewed later, and he always goes, "Oh, I think we're gonna win. I think we're going to win as long as Gay J follows instructions," which is a bit weird. He's basically trying to take any glory for himself, but it's quite interesting. He goes, "Oh, I think he's going to win. Yeah, I believe he'll win. I believe we'll leave with the titles." I'm paraphrasing here, right? And Gay J also, when he's asked about his team, he mentions, "Oh, my previous team worked really hard as well, and they deserve credit." That's a bit weird. You know what that says to me? It says to me they had a bad camp. They didn't get on. Yeah. Gay J realized he's made a mistake. He's got Angel Fernandez, who is his side piece. Yeah, he's his side piece. So he's in the corner. I don't think he gelled with Robert Garcia. He knows he made a mistake, man. He knows he's made a mistake. Other stuff you noticed. And this is, I got this off a Mongolian basket weaving forum, okay? So it's not my original content, but, if you know, you know. And after the stare down, right, you got Gay J, and he looked way bigger as well. I mean, you'd think it was a mismatch if you knew nothing about boxing. And Gay J is leaning back a bit, right? And that is very important. It's a body language stance that says, I'm not comfortable. I think I'm going to get beat down. I'm leaning backwards. I'd like to get away from the Cossack with a slug on his head. Yeah. So what it points to me is this, right? It's very simple. Yeah. Is that Gay J is going to take a beating. He's had a bad camp. He's not confident. He's unfocused. He's meeting the guys. Don't forget, he's already had a beating from Usyk. A beating. Yeah? He almost quit like a dog. Actually, I prefer dogs to Gay J. I don't want to disrespect dogs, because dogs usually don't quit. But Gay J does. I believe it'll happen again. And also the narrative. You've got to think about the political narrative. Because all these things, like, they're a bit WWE, yeah? They're pushing something, right? Would the fight be fair? Maybe. I hope so. But the narrative seems to be Usyk wins, and they can talk about Ukraine. and you know, millions of people will watch the post-fight interview going, I did this for my peeps and all that, you know. Meanwhile, KJ might say, look, man, I did it. I failed, but I just want to tell everyone I'm out for LGBT community. Everyone knows he's a Battyman's who watches the channel, you know. Everyone knows he's a Battyman's. His first boyfriend was AKA Skins, but they split up. And now he's got this Israeli guy called Benjamin Heine, which is amusing because Heine means back door. It means the ass in American slang. But you know, as I said, Benjamin is the top anyway. KJ is always the bottom. And you know what I get from this, and you know, obviously I know a lot about boxing. Or you know, I've known boxing for years. But sometimes you just got to look with fresh eyes, and then fresh eyes say to me, Gay J is not comfortable. Gay J doesn't want to be there. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he just didn't want to box anymore. You know, he's had enough. He just wants to settle down with Ben Heine. You know, go to Soho sometimes, go to Pride marches, this kind of thing. You know, and be free, be real. You know, he doesn't want the pressure anymore. Gay J never did like the pressure, especially once he got a few beatdowns. You know, he couldn't handle the grief, Ruiz fight, the Usyk fight, you know, the first one. Gay J doesn't want to, I don't think he wants to be part of this community anymore and these rituals that they make him do. You know, he realizes, yeah, okay, I got like 100 million pounds, but I'm still someone's bitch and I need to get buggered. Masonry rituals, I need to get buggered. I don't like this no more. I want to choose who buggers me. Yeah, I don't want anyone to bugger me. I don't want old man to bugger me. I want Heine to bugger me. Maybe AKA Skins, and that's it. Yeah? And you know, like Gay J, this is the most interesting thing, right? Something's weird going on with Eddie Hearn. I mentioned before on my videos. So Eddie Hearn, why did he sell all the rights, the TV rights, to Saudi? Yeah, it's very odd, man. You know, he should be pushing DAZN, surely, right? And I think DAZN's about to get bust, like I said. You know, he also seems to be selling out Colin Ben, you know, to fight super middleweight, basically. You know, and we'll get lots of money from that. And he's sold 25% of his Matchroom to private equity companies. You know, and then he promised Gay J, that DAZN will pay him $100 million a year. I don't know if that's dollars or pounds, but it's a lot of money, man. Now think about that: $100 million a year, $100 million or pounds a year to be a brand ambassador. So it's got nothing to do with fighting, you know. I mean, how are you going to get $100 million or pounds of value out of having Gay J as a brand ambassador, right? Let's imagine every customer is worth £50. Let's say, you know, they budgeted, right? Every customer we get is worth £50 of budget to spend it on, right? So that means Gay J, being a brand ambassador, has to bring at least 2 million new subscribers a year as the brand ambassador. You know, I mean, there's 2 million people, and mostly this would be UK, right? Because the only people interested in Gay J are Nigerians who don't have that much money. Well, the rich ones do. Nigerians or you know, Brits, because outside of Britain, Nigeria, the only people interested in Gay J are hardcore fans, and you know, there's not 2 million of them a year to sign on. So you're saying, like, Gay J, you've got to bring 2 million new subscribers every year by being a brand ambassador. Like, that doesn't include fighting. That means just, I mean, do you think 2 million people around the world are going to, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get a DAZN subscription because Gay J is a brand ambassador. Yeah? And, you know, I really want to see Gay J talk about boxing. Yeah? I really want to see Gay J adverts. You know, come on, man. You got to be serious. There's something weird going on here, right? Hearn might be trying to, I think he wants to leave the zone. He realizes it's a busted flush. Yeah. He might be trying to sell them out and bankrupt them, bankrupt everybody, and get out with some money. I mean, I spoke about this before, but this whole setup makes no sense. Anyway, so, and we had the, what's it called, the face down. And I couldn't learn that much from it. I mean, as I said, Usyk looked very much smaller, but Gay J, he looked like he was going through the paces. It wasn't that interesting. You couldn't read that much from him. As I said, apart from the fact that after that, he was clearly leaning away from Usyk. He wants to get out of the room. He wants to be away from Usyk. He don't want to be engaged in him. He knows he's going to get beaten up. Okay? So, my prediction, as I said before, Usyk by late round KO. Joshua humiliated. The only question that comes in, and that's not to say Gaethje hasn't got a chance. He can still punch, as I said, but the only question in my mind is, does Gaethje, right, come out afterwards as LGBT? Now, I said to you before, this has become all these events in Saudi have become, Saudi is very conservative, Wahhabi nation, and they're probably trying to rebrand. By the way, look into who set up Saudi. Yeah. Look at the Saud family. Look into them. Find out some truth. So I think this is all set up so that Usyk batters Gaethje. And they talk about Ukraine. Maybe Joshua, I don't know if he come out on the night. But you mentioned they're pushing women's boxing in Saudi Arabia. Like, I don't know, 10 years ago, Saudi women couldn't even drive a car, man. They were banned from driving a car. And they couldn't be allowed out unless they was with a chaperone. Sikh women couldn't walk around. And now they got Ramla Ali and other women boxing, in a huge global event. So maybe Bati business will be pushed, and Gaethje will come out on that very night. Yeah. By the way, I just want to point out that my original video was zapped, right? Because I had a little bit of footage from the press conference. I mean, do you think it's really that? Yeah? Or do you think it's because should we mention the 33? Secret Society. What do you think, man? What do you think? Should be the truth teller. And that's why he's been persecuted.